Welcome to TradeTheNBI.com. This is John's report. It's for the 4th, and well, we got modestly no action, but again, still sideways. More polls coming through today, showing more continuation. So things are still solidly in favor of the market's position as far as the election goes. So no change. We see a little bit more push in a positive direction. We could see a little bit of a breakout. We'll have to see how that plays out. I think the propensity is starting to increase as the numbers go. Of course, we have another debate coming up. Not as important a one with VPs. I don't think it's going to really matter. NQ, likewise, right in line. In fact, we're starting to get that catch up. Dow still a little bit behind, but I would say we're pretty close with the ES and the NQ as far as positioning goes. So just a matter of the Dow having an outside day compared to the other two markets, and we're pretty much in alignment then. Now gold, didn't I promise you a little retrace right back down here? I did, and there it is, nice and pretty. Coming off to the number one, which is dipped below the red line right there. Still no turnaround yet, and orange into the pocket here. The pocket being that cyan reading there and the red one here. And as long as that orange stays in between there, you're going to continue with this. Oil breaking out into a new range there. Maybe people believe that production cuts are going to have some impact. There's just a threshold that you're going to reach that shale is going to move up, and you're not going to have anything left because they're just going to outdo it. TLT from a bond standpoint, yeah, well, we saw the run up. We got a number 3 for a little bit overdone right there. Let's move back into the pocket from the short standpoint, DOC spread leading. So again, you have that range between cyan, red DOC with the orange caught in the middle, and we're getting a little bit of a fade into that exact setup. It's hard to see in the euro. Not happening, and actually interesting because the euro could do the same situation here if that orange gets just a little bit further and gets caught in between there. And then the question then becomes when you're coming from there and you then dip below the red, or do you muck around like this and give choppy nothingness, which is usually weaker, and it's ultimately what it led to before it finally dipped below the turnaround signal, which took place maybe about over here. Still had some dip to do even after that signal. That was just the slowness of that orange trying to move above the cyan. And that's the secondary one. So when you do get this one, typically you're looking for that orange to break through. You get a little bit stronger action when it comes all the way through like you did here with the signal right there, and it broke through at this particular point, and you got a strong reaction. So little breakdowns that you can begin to see develop as the indicator goes. And you get into that little micro minutia. Turning to the case chart, you can see that we ended up with that similar short reading with a nice cyan rise and pretty much faded going all the way through there. Now there's no buy signal that's popped down here unlike we have on the 5K. We ended up with a couple of them. We ended up with a short one that ended up right here. Nice pop to the short algo. Couldn't sustain itself because, as you can see, that orange moved right back into the range. Then we ended up with a secondary dip, another bar lower, but then it started to move its way back up. And that one's been pretty decent with maintaining buy configurations mostly throughout it by staying above orange or dipping all the way back below and then coming back above. And it's stayed pretty consistent to that. So all in all, not bad. Good seeing the reads, and we're just a matter of days. I know there's supposed to be a WikiLeaks thing, so there's some unknowns that the market's going to have to price in. And we're going to have to see if it is known. Because if it's known, we'll see the volatility before anything dramatic. As far as we're looking, the market doesn't expect anything new and dramatic to happen in the race at this particular point. And because of that, things have been pretty static. And you can't complain about that to some degree. But I think we're going to start to get some volatility because there's going to be a lot of looks like a lot of debris being thrown out into the middle of the road. I think it's going to cause some jitters back and forth, particularly if there's any movement in the polls. And that's really where, and it's not just a single one. They're going to be looking at key states and key aggregates. So that's where things are at. As always, though, trade well. We will talk again later. I'll be on the Skype chat various times, putting up any relevant pics of the charts.